Howdy zowdy, Big Beefy Burger right here on the episode of Binary Pens Plus. We're gonna do more eating streaks. As usual, we just hit those eating streaks. We throw the bomb at the guy and he dies and gives me a virus, which gives me that speed up. That's what you're looking for. That's like the fastest you get a single item, basically, in this game. It's been a minute, and by a minute, I mean, it really actually hasn't. I played this game yesterday, and it felt fun. And I'm here to play more. And, you know, I just got up a couple hours ago. Haven't done too much stuff today. I had my, waffle breakfast. My awful waffle. That wasn't actually awful. It was pretty... You know, I like frozen waffles because I have the diet of, like, a 13-year-old, I guess. And, yeah, I had a little bit of a fruitsies. I like my bananas. And I got these peaches that were these peaches do not taste like peaches. I'm used to the smaller ones, and these ones are like they almost taste like what are the fruit? Like apricots almost? They don't taste like peaches to me. I don't know why they taste like don't taste like they're supposed to. But you know, fruits are very varied. So there's a reason it would taste like that. Okay, so maybe you couldn't have seen my my face like pog out of shock there when that happened, but it was a little scary. I always forget that Bob's Rotten Head actually synergizes with your tier stats, which is like most of the time bad, honestly. So I'm probably hesitant to use my trinket now. If I'm going to be running this rather mediocre item. I'll just try to not have it bounce off of an enemy when I don't want it to. By the way, just getting small rock plus 2-shot. Those pretty two good items right there, I must admit. Pretty happy to have it. I finished a sketch today, or like a full drawing. I had it like lined properly, and I had some of it colored, and then I like one of the characters colored, and I just like dropped it for the day, and then I finished that and my pen died, so that's why I'm like playing Isaac right now instead of drawing a little bit more. But I already wanted to draw today, so you know, it makes sense. It makes sense to do it right now. It's been a hot week for sure. Not enjoying the hot weather. I last episode I was all talking about the whole me not liking hot weather. How do you counter it? Especially if you're like not at the house. Like you can only take so much cold water with you. You know? So it doesn't help too much. And you know, I was debating going for like a walk today. Sunday is my day off, usually like right now. Playing Isaac is not... It doesn't feel like work, so I'm playing it. Especially because I had it in my mind I wanted to record more Isaac today. Okay, that's a bad shot, but I don't even want to like pretend that I should even stay in it. That being said, I guess I could go with a funny story from yesterday. I probably should like just clean the rest of the floor, but like our dog is like really old, like 14 I think almost. It's like not our dog, it's my grandpa's dog, and we just have it there, you know, because it's a dog. And a while ago, like I was just like going out in the garage like kind of late into the day to like work on stuff, and I walk in, and the very first thing that I see at the front of the door is just it's a floor mat. This is a gross poop story. So if you're eating, you probably shouldn't. You probably should wait. But yeah, I walked in, and then there was just a fucking liquid shit on the mat for some reason. And I didn't ask why that was the case. I just kind of was like, okay, instead of doing what I wanted to do in the garage today, I'm just gonna go ahead and take care of that horrible mess. And so I did. And I'm just like, how could this have happened is genuinely just all I could think about. Because I, like, how could the dog go in there, shit on the mat, and then nobody notice and close that shit? So I took the mat inside and washed it. Well, it's like still sitting outside when I like set it to dry, and I'm like, I just throw this shit away. It's like, does anybody even know that the thing exists anymore? Even though it's right by the door? I don't know, but I also, it's just fucking vile. But like, so that dog, she's pretty old now, so she's having health issues. Just like, I guess tracked shit randomly into the house. I don't know where, but there was just 2 little fucking spots in 2 different areas of the house. Like one by the bathroom, and then one in the kitchen on the mat. And then, of course, I had to step in both of them, and you know, I like had to scout around the rooms to try to figure out if the dog had managed to not make that its only victim. And you know, like sometimes I like track mud into the house, and you know, by the front steps. Sometimes like the dog just shits there, and somebody else that doesn't pay attention just gets it on their boots, and then I have to clean that. Like you wipe that off. So you have to like figure out, hey, is this just mud, or is this like disease-carrying fecal matter? And it's definitely the worst feeling when it's the latter. It's just wasn't a good time, especially because like around that time I was probably should take it, but I also really like the clot. It really was just worst thing it could just happen upon. While I was also trying to do a bunch of other stuff, because I was just like, okay, everybody I feel like has the sauce packets you get from like fast food places, the drawer on your fridge. So I was like, let me like organize this. Maybe then I'll start using like my jellies in the morning and do something with that. Duality is great, by the way. I love Duality. I do like having two items that are good though. So I cleared that out, and I'm just like, there's about 100 packets, maybe like 120 packets of ketchup just in our fridge, and I'm just like, there was 2 whole drawers full of it, like just sauces, unorganized, just like, nobody is going to realistically, like, oh, I need a ketchup for my burger, or like something like that, like, oh, I have french fries. Assuming you even eat ketchup, literally nobody is gonna go, I need to pick up these packets for this. When you have the bottle, you just use the bottle. There's no reason to just like try to like be like, oh, okay, I need ketchup, let me get a packet, then I have to tear the packet up. Oh wait, that wasn't quite enough. Oh, it's inconvenient when you already have the bottle. And then like there's the other thing is like, I just don't eat ketchup. I don't think like anybody really does in the house, not like in the real world. I know there's people that actually do consume that thing. So I'm just like, okay, that's a bunch of useless stuff. There's all these like soy sauces. I don't eat those. And there's one, like, a lot of these are just like one person eats them and then never uses them, because like you just always get more whenever you like. Here's a good example, I guess. Like Taco Bell sauce. You know I'm a Taco Bell fanatic. How often? Like, you really only use like taco sauce for like taco stuff, like homemade or otherwise. And you don't have that too often, so it's like you use this stuff for this one exact purpose. Maybe I'll like put it on a burrito with like cheese. But even then, I'm just like, You really don't need all of this. And then every time you go to the place, you get more. It's like, okay, I got soy sauce. I guess I want it for my egg roll. And then the only time you ever get egg rolls is when you get more of it. So you're just in that like infinite loop of never being able to get rid of this shit, and it's just like, what do you do with it? Like, go give it to like a food bank or something? Do they accept those? I'm sure they're like... I'm sure they have enough of a supply themselves. And then you go back to like... I remember seeing the signs on Taco Bell like being like, oh, you just give us back your unused sauces, and it's like, do they put like a sell-by date on these? Because I don't think so. I've never like seen a sell-by date on like any sort of packet like that, other than maybe these sour creams from another place, but that's because that's like a dairy, and you can't have that shit in a like fridge for nearly as long, because dairy doesn't last as long. It's not like a sauce that can somehow withstand the test of time for 2 years, and you're just like, how is this like? I'm willing to ingest this. And even now, hearing that, I'm willing to ingest it. Give me that. It's exactly what I want. Magic 8-ball, not great. But I feel like there's a lot of just like little things in the house at this point where it's just like you get like the absorbent amount of them that you don't need, and then you have to decide to get rid of it or not. And then there's just a lot of spaces. Like a spice cabinet is another good one. Is like, okay, so how often do I use like paprika? Do I need the super bottle that has like an entire like generations of children, like a generational family's worth of fucking paprika? Do I really need it for like the 4 things I use it for? Paprika we actually do use quite often though, so that's like not the good example, but like that's the example I'm gonna use. Is just like you gotta go through all these little cabinets and shit and just get rid of 2016 things of smoky barbecue mix that you're never gonna use. Like I tried, I'm convinced. I've been trying out like sauces that I've seen at the supermarket. I'm like, hey, let me see if aioli is good. Here for the example, I don't like aioli. So when somebody is like, oh yeah, I don't want to like lead them into a false hope that I might actually enjoy the thing that they're saying. But I was like, I tried aioli, didn't like it, and then I don't just put it back in the fridge. I just like, this shit sucked. Now I know for the future. And I think, especially with like aioli, like there's so many sauces that are just like orange, like that color, like hot chipotle, aioli, like Thousand Island. There's like a lot of them have this exact color, and with the only exception of the ones I like being Thousand Island, they all taste the exact fucking same. Like like aioli, spicy ranch, this like shitty tartar sauce, the shitty chipotle sauce. That's like, I like chipotle, but goddamn, are these chipotle sauces that you get at the supermarket fucking balls? They're just all bad, and they taste exactly the same. And if they're like, you're really unfortunate, they make you want to fucking shit yourself. It's just like not good. That is a good combo of items to have right here, is the funny explosives plus host hat. We also do take pills, by the way. If it gets knocked out, I'll do it. Amnesia. So it's really just a like a life discovery sort of thing where you have to figure out which of these gross, disgusting things you actually like. And I'll tell you, 80% of what's in that fucking spice cabinet, or like the packet cabinet, is not something I like. So that's why it gets stocked up. I almost walked into the spikes. And that would have been tragic. But yeah, that was basically like all this like because I'm like basically we're at a good place right now. We're waiting for like like some maintenance to be done on our house from contractors. So that's literally why I've been trying to make space in the house and get rid of all these like fucking empty boxes and shit that have just been sitting in here for like 10 years. Some things actually maybe longer. Like I was in our like basement, and this was like actually 10 years ago when these were put in here. We had like a warning about the water system. Homing bombs that are funny. You know what? I'll take it. We had some shit about the water system that was just like gonna be like, okay, well you gotta like stock up on some water, I guess. And we bought a bunch of water. We like put a bucket in the thing so you could flush the water. It was a lot of stuff like that. It was actually like 10 years ago, genuinely. But we also, for drinking water, got like 2 whole like cases, like 8 gallons total of just water, just like the whole boxes, the little jugs for drinking water. And meanwhile, I just want to point out that this like water situation only lasted like a day. So we over prepared for something that was fixed within the time frame. That was it was just kind of, you know, it's fun. It's good to be prepared for stuff like that, but you know, the whole. Then we just never did, like, and then we moved some stuff into that room, and then we just forgot about it. And so like I went down to like, okay, and this room needs like cleared out eventually, so let me like finally do that and try to get like some of the stuff, because there's just like craft stuff in this one room, Christmas stuff. I kind of want to like keep all that sort of stuff together, and it's just like it's happened to eventually just be put all together like that. And then it's just, hey, they were still in there. I would say 6 of them had broken open and then leaked on the floor, and all of the, thankfully there weren't like antiques or anything, or like for family heirlooms. It was literally just like more empty boxes from like appliances that weren't being used, because like you really don't need them. And just like stuff like that. But then yeah, here's all this trash that we just don't need anymore. Get rid of it. The amount of cleaning I have done this year has been kind of astounding, honestly. I was like, I'm immune in this room, and then the enemy decided to fact check me, and I don't appreciate it. You're gonna die to that bomb. And that's basically the same thing with the garage. Like, oh my fucking god, the amount of actual trash. I know, like, you can fix, like, nobody's gonna, like, fix a cord that's, like, gone on both ends. Like, there's so many just scrap wires, broken tools, like, genuinely rusted or broken fully. Like, no one's gonna take this half a hammer head and put it onto another hammer when there's already, like, 30 in the garage. Like, we don't need all this shit, man. It's all this, like, wood that's, like, splintered and got bullshit inside of it. It's like screws and stuff, and it's just like we're never going to use this. It's been sitting in here for 15 years, probably longer. We don't need it. Like, genuinely, I think I could use a lot of bombs. A lot of the stuff in here was just like broken ass, like, totes, like the amount of, like, just broken totes, empty fucking, like, cans of, like, aerosol and, like, stuff like that, because I guess the material in them evaporated over time from how long they've been sitting in there to just fucking... just a lot of shit like that. Tubes of glue or, like, sealant and stuff like that that have, like, crinkled entirely. due to just being in there for so long. Oh, I got hit. Oh no. That bomb me, it shouldn't hit me. And I'm just like, I need to throw this shit out. It's not useful anymore. I was eating the soul. I mean, I'll take it over like maybe this one. You know, I'll take magic. No. We go with this one. I mean, it's like I haven't used Dr. Fetus in a while, so let's go ahead and just do it. Especially because we're just in the build that makes the bombs fun. I could look for secret rooms, but let's be realistic. Who even needs them on this run? We are officially overpowered mode. But yeah, like it's been a big discovery just going into that garage and getting rid of a lot of stuff. Organizing other things. Generally just getting the house organized. You know, I want to be able to just like like and not have just random stuff put everywhere. Because there's about 4 rooms where craft stuff is just in. And it would just be nice to have like all of that stuff together. Now, meanwhile, like, I do literally have a room full of craft stuff. Or, like, not my room. I have a bin for craft stuff, but that's all my, like, sticker making equipment and all that stuff. So it's like, it makes sense why it's in there. It's like, that's a designated office space in my room right now. So, like, what if... I couldn't tell what was an attack and what one wasn't. So, like, what if I just had, like, an actual office, you know? It'd be a little nice. But no, there's currently just, like, a lot of stuff that has had to be organized. It's a lot of it is literally just, like, multi-generational amounts of items just in our house. Ow. I found in our attic from, like, my great-grandmother, like, canning equipment. Like this canning powder stuff that you're supposed to like put on your stuff when you can. That's awesome that I got hit like that. I'm actually pretty low on health. And this is not going to be an item you want for it. But it was things like that in the house. Balls of Steel is great. That were actually, like, I think 50 years old. This is in our attic, which I like a lot of, like, your attic basically is your, like, your time capsule room in your house, basically, if you've lived in your house and you aren't, like, somebody who's currently living in a apartment and you just kind of live in your family home still. And it's just, like, it's just funny to see shit like that. But then it's also like that same attic. We had a cat that used to all the time go in there, and she was definitely a piss on things to mark her territory kind of cat. So there were a bunch of books that like my aunt would get that were like 50, like literally like I would say 50 cent. They were like 19-cent books because they were just like. I don't know what like the conversion rate would be at the time that those would have been put in there, but you know they're cheap books you just get because it's like, hey, I'm at the thing, we're at the bargain bin at the bookstore, buy some books. And my cat was like, yeah, no, you know those books, they make a great place for me to just fucking piss on them. She would just do that. So I had to get rid of boxes of books because they were just putting, you know, like. Paper boxes. Okay, I got robocalled by like a conservative podcast that I've never heard of that doesn't seem to even exist, and also my food arrived. So I'm back. It was good timing. Just like all of that at once, by the way, which is really really annoying to just like a really like enjoyable degree, I must say. This is probably better than that. Is it though? Maybe this is better than any of the other ones. Very on brand to just get a phone call like that, an unwanted one that for a while it was illegal when I'm on a no call list. But you know, we just like we move on. The less I give a shit about it, the better. We got spun. This has been a really good run. I don't even have to worry about all the bombs, and I'm shooting like 3 at a time sometimes. And I really haven't even been paying attention to that. I can just like hold the button down and just win. But yeah, I don't know what my train of thought was before I was rudely interrupted by probably just a scammer masquerading as some fake company. Because I tried to Google it, unsigned in, so they don't connect. Whatever like data got sold to these idiots from like I don't know, like some shithead fucking losing my data, as you know every single fucking online thing needs your information now, and then can't keep a hold of it, and then sells it. So it's been kind of just something like that. It's just like the future, man. It's just how things are. I don't really appreciate. It's like here. Okay, here. I want to complain about something here. It's because I blocked them and then wanted to find the name of the thing that just like called me. There's like phones and fucking apps and all of this shit just add so many fucking features for their investors and all this. They're like, I added a shit filter so you can filter shit. Wow, thanks. For their investors to be like, oh wow, you're doing something that people want. And then they add all these fucking features, and then the base thing I want to do when I hold the action button to figure out what the ID is, and all, you know, you get all these options. You get like block, and you get all the everything there, and none of them just let you see the name of the full name, because it cuts it off with fucking dots after 10 characters. Like, what the fuck is this? Why is like basic shit so hard to do? Here's another thing. My phone, I usually just like snap a picture of a sketch that I'm gonna send to somebody, right? That's basically all I use my photo app for on my phone, or like the majority of it. It used to be easy. Select the item, just like select the image, select crop, and then you just drag it to crop it, so we can just have only the paper and the frame. Really simple, like very intuitive, very good. I'm not gonna waste my time eating pills. Very intuitive, makes sense. Now it updated, and it's got, after that, there's like 4 buttons to crop something and send it quickly. And now it's like, so you do that. So first take the picture, and then you gotta select the crop button, and then it goes into a new window, and then it lets you do the same like sort of crop ability, but like actually less efficient now, because it's like rounded out the image of it, and now it doesn't register like half the fucking times you like try to use it. And it's like, okay, that's great. I'm really happy about that. And so then you crop it, and then yeah, that usually like takes 2 inputs, because it just doesn't fucking register it half the time. And then you sit there and you're like, okay, that's really good. I'll actually save the image now. And then it's like, okay, good. Now here's the next one. Do you want to put an AI fucking filter on it? And it's like, no, it's a picture of a paper. it's a like, I don't need fucking AI like contrast, up gloss, fucking make my lips look better fucking dog shit, man. Like, stop adding shit that I don't need. I don't need, like, a collage app on Windows 10. I need to put that fucking deep loader on, like, finally, because, oh my god, dude. Fuck companies for adding all this dog shit for their stupid, like, suit fucking mustache idiot fucking investors to be like, oh, wow! How innovative! And then they go back to, like, sticking a finger up their own ass and doing nothing and looking, like, at numbers go up and down, and that be their job. Fuck companies, fuck investors, fuck AI, fuck people making me sign up for shit and then losing my data. It's just a little annoying. It's truly annoying, just to have to constantly deal with stuff like that. It's just, hey, but that's the world. That's the world you live in now. I just don't. I don't want to subscribe to it. It's really like how many places just have my data and just have lost it over time. I checked one of my old emails because even like here's like how hyper paranoid you have to be now on the internet. I will fight Delirium probably just because like this seems like the run you fight Delirium on. If we manage to see it. Doesn't this? It does not. Actually, maybe I won't fight Delirium. I like checked my old email on like how have I been pwned, which already just sounds like a website that going to steals your data. Like that's just how things are. And it had like a dozen breaches on like random websites. I mean, I was a kid and I just fucking would sign up because I'm like, oh, this is an email that doesn't have anything other than like a username attached to it. Who cares? And all these websites just got like breached. And some of them are like bad ones, like holy foobar. Do some of these places just get destroyed? So I'm like, yeah, I wonder what my new email is like with that. How many people have just lost my data? It's just great. Which is that why I also don't trust that sponsor that's like supposed to, or like that fucking thing that's supposed to unsubscribe for you, because it's like what do they get in return? Jesus loves me, yes I know.